Hello friends, this is an animation to demonstrate packet switching, how individual packets are flooded into the network and how each individual packet follows its own path in a network. To design this animation, I've used PowerPoint presentation. So here how I'm using PowerPoint presentation to design this animation. So I've copied this computer image from Google. Well, I'm simply editing this image, so I'm flipping it horizontally and will shrink it. This is how I'm using this image. Now I'll copy this computer image because I want multiple stations in my network. So this is how I'm placing them, and after that I will write a label to all these computers. So let this may be the station A, similarly station D, then station B, and this station C. Well, after this I need to place some routers in my network. So I'm copying this router image from the Google and will paste it. Now this is quite big, I need to edit it. First of all, I'm setting its background transparent. Then I'll crop this image because this image has much white space. I just want to remove it, and then I'll just shrink it so that it can fit properly in my network. Now I'll copy this and I'm placing these routers randomly in my network. Further, I will be joining these routers using simply the lines. So this is how forming a network where all these routers are interconnected, and make sure each computer is connected to at least one router. I'm adding few more connections to the computers and the routers and between two routers just to form a complicated network. So I think this is done. Well, now I'm adding a caption to my animation, that is station A wants to communicate to station D in packet switching network. After this I need packets. So for packets I'm copying this image from the Google. I'm editing this packet image. I want this packet image to be very small, and I'll be numbering these packets with 1, 2, 3. So each numbered packet I'm saving differently. So just select and right click, save as image with 1, packet number 2 as P2, and packet number 3 as P3. Well, after this I'll be copying all these images of the packets that I have saved and will paste it here. And now I just need to rotate them little so that I can show that they are going through this path. I need to show the array of the packet just to show the direction of the transmission. So here I'll be adding the arrow. Well, after this I'm adding the animation. So my first packet is selected. I am selecting a custom path for this packet to transmit and at the end to reach at the receiver. So this is how you can add a custom path. Now to the second I'm adding a custom path through animations. So this is my second packet taking the different route based on the availability and many other factors. Then I'm adding the third path for my third packet. So this is how I added all 3 custom paths, three different paths, because each packet is treated individually in the network and each packet can take different path as per the path availability and other factors like quality of service, security. Well, I'm putting it on slideshow and you can see that each packet is starting after the other packet. So I need to select their animation start differently. So I'm selecting all 3 together and I'm putting them on click Well, even on click I need to click every time for each packet to go, so I am selecting with previous. So this is how all the packets will start together with the slideshow. Well, I'll just need to slow them down little bit so that you can see them animated properly, and you can also see which packet is going first and which packet is reaching last. After this, here I'm adding the buffer window so that my packets will be received in this window in order. So because all the packets that into the transmission will come out of order at the receiver, so receiver needs an extra step, that is rearranging the packets and putting them into the order. So the packets that I have received, now I'm directing them to their ordered buffer. So packet number 2 I will be receiving first, so I'll direct it to packet number buffer 2, then buffer 3 and buffer 1. So this is how you see the packets will go into their respective buffers. Well, here I'm just trying to refine them little bit, and after that I need to add one text box saying that this last step is called rearranging the packets. So let me type rearranging packets, and I'll just resize this text box. Rather, I'll use the arrow so that to show that this computer or receiver is rearranging it. So I remove that text box, and in this arrow I'll be showing that this computer, after they receive the packets out of order, it needs to rearrange it. So to this also I will be adding some animation, because I don't want this to be seen from the beginning. Well, this is what I don't want, so I'll remove its animation and I'll put it after previous likewise, so that this rearranging packets arrow will come or will appear at last like this. Alright, so after putting some background to my slide, this is how my animation will look like finally. I've also slowed it down little bit so that you can see it easily. So this is how you can create your own animation using PowerPoint PPT. Thank you for watching.